8 pounds, 1 ounce, or 3.67 kilograms. What is happening, my friends? Birdman 316 here. I'll get my name right one of these days. Say hello to Mindy. Mocha-mindy, right? This here is a tease. There you go. st1. It says, it says SPR on the headstock. That means that you take this scratch guard off, pick plate, whatever you want to call it. It's a big opening right here. That means if you want to put 2 humbuckers, humbucker, single in the middle, or if you're brave enough, 3 humbuckers or whatever, humbucker, single, whatever you want to do. It's opened up enough for you to do such. This right here is a second rate. Well, they classify it as second rate because of what they do. Let me tell you a little story. I'm not saying names, I'm not saying any channels, I'm not calling anyone out, I'm just stating observations here. Some channels, let's just give an example. This one chap, he does an unboxing of a Tease st1, and he says this box has been opened and resealed or retaped. Well, every single one of them are like that, because Torsten, the owner of Tease Guitars, has a small group of people working with him in his workshop, and every single guitar that comes to his workshop is just factory built, nothing set up, nothing. They open up each box, take out the guitar, visually inspect everything, head to toe. Well, you know what I mean. Headstock to buttocks, there you go. Anything they find wrong that they can fix in the workshop, they do it right there on the spot, as well as give each and every one of these guitars a general setup. Now, when you order a guitar, if you pay $50 more, you can get what's called a pro setup. You can specify, well, I want this kind of string, I want the action this high on this fat string and that high on the little string, and just make the arch and all that stuff. You know what to do, guys. Here's $50, go ahead and do it. So naturally, when you receive your Tease guitar, whether you get the pro setup or not, the standard setup, whatever the case, you're going to find 2 sets of tape on that box. That means that, like I said, they open up all these guitars, or the boxes, and inspect every last one of them. The reason I say this is like a B stock is because they find a blemish somewhere. They say, well, we strive for quality. We can't sell this as a first-rate, 100% perfect guitar. So there's a little spot on the back of the bottom hook, or whatever you want to call it. You can barely see it. It's just a little, looks like a little cloud mark right there. It has nothing to do with the playability. It's just a little funny looking little spot. It's on the back of the guitar. It's going to be against you. No one's going to see it unless someone says, hey, hang on a second. Hey, there's a spot right there. You know. They're not going to see it unless they get up on it and look, hey, you know. But there's no little spot right there. But, I mean, it's like this. If you're on stage somewhere, whatever like that, no one's going to see it. And it has nothing to do with how well it plays. It's just a minor little look issue, right? So that's why you find 2 sets of tape on the box when you receive it. Because Torsten, the owner of Tease Guitars, he cares. He gives a hoot. He wants to make sure the customer gets the very best experience they can possibly get. Now, once it leaves his workshop, this is where it gets kind of tricky. A lot of these shipping companies, I'm not saying names, but they all have people working there. They're just, some of them are just there for a paycheck. They don't care. They just kick these things around like they're footballs or something. And if you get your guitar and it's all messed up, it's not Torsten's fault. He can't control, he can't supervise all the shipping companies that ship these things around. So, hopefully now, this is the 6th Tease guitar that I've ever gotten in the past, like, 3 years or so. Every single one of them, nothing wrong with them. They've all arrived in one piece. Nothing hurt, no damage to report. Sometimes you might get one that might have gotten kicked around and smacked around by the shipping company. I'm not saying who, but they all have people that are a little bit shady sometimes that don't really care about their job. They just go, oh, get that paycheck, I don't care, blah, 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 you know. That's the only reason you're going to get a bad one, is if it gets beaten around in shipping. Before it leaves Torsten's workshop, it's in perfect shape. Not an issue with the frets anywhere. No cracks in the heels and this area here around the neck stuff, the neck pocket, whatever like that. Now this style guitar is notorious for developing finish cracks around the pocket. For some reason, I don't know, they're all like that. Even like a $5,000 Fender will do the same thing. Even like tease eventually will do the same thing. Any of them, it don't matter. It's just a characteristic of this style guitar. Now, I've done enough jabbered on. Let's get down to some sounds, man. We have it. We have the Pogo Lab overdrive on the flat setting, and we're going to engage it. Oh, we're on the neck, and my stars, man. Woo! And these pickups, they're ceramic magnets, my friends. That doesn't mean they're bad. As I've said in many other films, true, there are stinky stinky Alnico pickups too, as well as stinky ceramic pickups. But you have a lot of them that are good, and these are good, great. It just depends on what kind of materials goes into making the pickup. You heard the neck position. This was on flat. We're going to do the bright here in a bit. We're going to go run through of all these pickups here. Ah, there you go. Listen. The buzz went away because we're here. Like I said in another film, something about the middle pickup on most of your later Strats, whatever, Strat style guitars or whatever you call them. Or I think it's reverse wound, reverse polarity or something like that. I'm not sure. Something with the magnets is different or whatever. Whatever. I don't know, man. I just play them and work on them, right? I embrace the suck playing. There you go. That's more like it. Now as I'm moving down this way, we just got finished playing this one, and we played both of them there for a bit, and we played that one. Now we are here with these two now. Now we're by ourselves right here on the bridge. lips right here feel very smooth. They feel glassy and smooth. They are very, very shiny and very pretty. They do take the time to check all these frets, check the level, check the shininess of, you know, polishing, whatever like that. But hey, what can I say? I can talk all day long about it, but proof is in the pudding, right? That's right. Now, let's put this on the bright. Let's do a little sample of the flat first. Okay, that's on flat. Now let's move it up bright. Wait a minute. My bad, guys. We just demonstrated the bright side. Now this is the flat side. You notice it sounds a little bit darker when it's on the flat side. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. Well, I'm blaming the angle of the pedal. That's what I'm blaming it on. Yeah. Nothing wrong with me. It's just the angle, you know. I'm blaming the floor because the floor makes it look a certain way. Champ, I know you're here. Move it up this way. Now we're here. Now we're here. You get instant mud if you put that on flat. So, now we're here at the very beginning, or whichever way you look at the beginning. This place is so dusty. Okay, Scott. As a quick reference, let's flip that back over to bright, and you'll be able to hear it instantly. You notice it's got more, I guess you say top end headroom, whatever. I'm not sure of the technical terms, but this one right here, normal price is $179. But since I got a little bit of a factory blemish, I think someone must have at the factory maybe not buffed it correctly, or maybe got something on it before the clear coat. But whatever the case, it I guess it earned itself in the B stock section, I reckon, but I don't know. Now these ain't stock. I put some discolored ones and older looking ones on here, and this ain't stock. Because it's a Chris Duarte thing. He always runs a black switch tip, so why not? Right? And these older looking knobs, it seems like they, me, I don't want everything all the same color. I like to offset stuff a little bit. Black switch tip, the older, I guess you could say there's an aged parchment looking color or whatever. Not quite a cream color, but they're off an older guitar. You can tell where it says volume, tone, and tone, where the gold is now kind of green. So, hey, it looks good to me. These guys are stock, but let's keep messing with this thing. It's pretty yakking, what do you say? And let me tell you something, guys. Let me turn this pedal off so it'll be a little. There we go. Now, I noticed something. Okay, you guys probably can't see it from where you are. This one here has holes for if I want to add 2 more springs, no problem. I just shuffle these guys around a little bit and add 2 more. Some, I'm thinking the factory gets their blocks from different vendors, suppliers. Now I do have a couple Tease Strats st1s that has a little block like this that you can only put 3 springs on here. This hole and this hole are just completely plugged up. But this hole and this hole and this one happen to be ready for spring ready. So that's right, I like that noise, man. It's cool. You notice there's no lid on here. I always take the lids off all my Strats, label them and put them in a box, so in case I ever sell it, which this one here, nah. Someone wanted to give me $500, I sell it, but nah, this ain't going nowhere. So normally if I do decide to sell a Strat style guitar, I pull that original cover back off out of the box that I labeled, put it back on the guitar, and I sell it. Because some people are real funny about them covers. Some people are like me, I don't care about them. They look cooler. To me, they look cooler without them. Some people got to have that cover. So, to keep them happy, when they buy the guitar, it has a cover on it, so if they want to take it off, no problem. But it's there, it's part of the guitar, it's part of the deal. So anyway, let's do one more test here, guys, just for fun. Hey, it does it. I just had to do that. Just had to do that, guys. But I hope I cleared up any confusion about why the box has been retaped. That's why it's been retaped. These things are inspected from here to here. Okay, if there's any problems, let's say there's a problem under here. Let's say one of the pickups don't work. They'll fix it in-house. Now, if it's a deeper problem, they'll either fix it if it's easy enough, but if it's a major issue, let's say that, I don't know, let's say one comes in that has an obvious big gouge right here. Let's just say a big old gouge right here. They can't sell that as a new guitar. They might be able to B-stock it, or you can buy it, I don't know, as a fixer-upper or whatever. I'm not exactly sure. Torsten is the only one, and there's Baby Boy Mulligan, and there's also RJ's Gear Cave. Those three guys would be the ones to talk to if you wanted like a B-stock, a blemish, or something that's got a little issue with it. We can get a little bit of a discount, and still you get a great guitar, and they get to sell, so they can continue to order new guitars, fix them up, set them up, whatever like that, and then make the Tease Guitar Nation extra strong, right? Well, Torsten, brother, this one's dedicated to you, man. Even though my playing kind of stunk a little bit, but yeah, the guitar and the amp pedals and the 212 cab-ish thing over here made me sound pretty decent, I reckon. But anyway, guys, do me a monster favor. Have a great day. Have a great night wherever you are. And always remember, keep rocking. Make the world a much better place. This is Birdman 316. Sayonara.